Ooh.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Striker, 3, Smith, red. Jack rack. Ready?
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Seahawks had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
2nd and 3. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On third down, here's Walker. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope. The good things are in store here today for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Hall again on second down. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That's the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're down.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. They go play action now. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up
my own guy.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Three 0 after one on EA Sports. They'll give to Hall.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Here's Hall again.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 4. That brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, but I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there.
Go ahead.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Check man. Steal. Check steal.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They'll start with the option.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Throw left side, taken in by Mims.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen, did not let him get downfield.
Here's Wilson.
Got a man, it's Mims.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
They'll run with Hall.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hall again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Drill 52. Check you.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Taken right on the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Should. It really should work.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on.
It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 64 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zerline good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Red, yellow, black shot. Light blue. Yellow.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 2nd and 2. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He stiff arms him. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds
That's
here
whack.
on
That's
the final
whack.
play of the half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards. And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd down, and 6 to go.
The defense is ready for the back to move down and even have a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit the double back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Lockett, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
Lock it in motion right.
Right. Blue.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
97. Triple 38.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Yeah, let's say you have to punt this ball.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
All right. Let's get this moving.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception. interception.
That's an incomplete pass on second down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action with Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
To the right side, this is Walker. Oh, good move.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Oh, no way.
30 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Count. Gotta be a count.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Oh, God. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Bryce Hall.
There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines throwing for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Back to throw here. Finding Walker complete.
What are you doing, bro?
Before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 147 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Steal. Check steal.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
And going right back to Walker.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Yellow. Blaster, 6. Red, cycle.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
173 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Here's Walker.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Getting the wrong guy.
Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Wilson wants to throw it.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Ready? Hurry.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Two-score game.
That's crazy, though. He got that.
The door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Down. Blue striker.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that